She had a beautiful certificate. I'm about to start using up some of y'all color. I think I got it on that free color. No. Okay. It's warm in here tonight.
Coffee?
It is.
Does it just really warm? Took all my little fans out.
You ain't got one?
No,
I have a couple of fans in my bird.
I don't know what that is. No, I didn't get one of them.
Hey. Hey.
Trying to figure out what
You didn't get one of these?
for, but I forgot he's on that.
What is it?
That's what they dropped off at that meet and greet thing. What is that? What is that?
I don't know.
Take this film.
Oh, no, it's just, they gave us one for the city. I didn't even know it was, I just stuck it up
It
here.
was sitting here.
Yeah. It's for, y'all can fight over it.
Everybody.
It was from the state of Texas. They don't give it out too often.
I don't need them. You can have them.
Need some shades, Pastor.
No, I'm fine. I'm good.
I don't need them. You can have.
I don't need them.
Is that those that actually have eye surgery?
It is now 6 o'clock. We will officially open our meeting. At this time, we will have an invocation and the pledge.
Let us pray. Heavenly Father, we come to you this afternoon. We thank you and praise you for the beauty of this day and for gathering here this afternoon, Father, on purpose, dear God, to, Lord, just to take care of the business of our wonderful city. We ask you for wisdom tonight in all things, and may you be glorified in all decisions made. And we just ask you for your peace and your prosperity in this city. And we thank you and we give you the praise. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. Pledge. I
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. At this time, we would like to recognize all of our visitors. We thank you so much for taking out time out of your schedule to share with us. We know that our city is important to everybody, but not everybody has the opportunity, well, they have the opportunity, but are able to arrange their schedule to be here. So thank you so much for joining us. With that, it brings us to, do we have any comments? Nothing from the council? Any from the council? No. Okay. So that, I'm sorry.
I do have, I'm not a council member, but tomorrow, the National Night Out.
Thank you. Are you going to announce it for?
Or you can.
Okay, tomorrow is our National Night Out, and last year it was a really good time to meet the first responders and just a lot of people, and they had a lot of activities for children. Gave away a lot of free gifts, had free food, had a good time. And it was just an opportunity to see the responders and the officers in a more relaxed setting. And so if you have any youth, that you might want to remind them that they can come and share. It's a real relaxed atmosphere and it's a great time for everyone. So we are so looking forward to everybody being here. And it starts at, is this the
5.
same? At 5, yeah.
Yes, 5 to 8.
5 to 8. So looking forward to that. And Rebecca is in charge of it, and she's done a lot of work to make sure that it's going to be successful. It will be right at across the street in the city.
In the park right here.
Parking area. Okay. With that, it brings us to item 1. Approval of our minutes, our regular session, September 18, 2023.
I make a motion to approve the regular session.
I second.
Okay, it's been moved in second. All in favor? Motion carries. And I just realized why I'm being challenged here. I don't have my glasses. I got to go in the car and get a pair. But we'll go ahead for right now.
They did.
Are they
The clicks?
125? Oh,
Click.
no, I can't. I got it. Thank you.
Here.
Well, I never thought I'd see the day you come and say, well, I can't quite make it. Just with little reading glasses. Let's go. Consider and approve appointment of Public Works Director. That's a super.
You can try.
Oh, yeah, it's real bright. Oh, I see. I see.
Mayor and council, about a month ago, I had a resignation from our Public Works Operations Superintendent. He had some personal health reasons that required him to resign from his position. That left a pretty demanding vacancy in our Public Works and lots of gaps that he filled even behind the scenes. Since 2017, we have not had a Public Works Director. We've been filling those positions and the needs of the city in Public Works departments with superintendents, supervisors and superintendents. Didn't, up until recently, did not have anyone that I felt was ready, trustworthy, and could speak on behalf of the city and help in the Public Works Director position. With that gap being placed on us, I reached out to someone that's been with the city for about 5 years now. In 2018, he came to the city after retiring from TxDOT. And he's been a trustworthy both friend and someone that you could rely on to fill the gaps like our previous superintendent had. And I would like to, after 5 years, I would like to go ahead and fill the position of Public Works Director by I nominate Gerald Coulter for that position to serve as the city's Public Works Director. And I would like your support. I told him that he didn't have to make any presentation or a speech tonight, but everybody here knows
What a
Mr. Coulter.
speech.
Everybody knows Mr. Coulter. He's
What
been working
he's
with-
done speaks for,
Correct.
that makes his speech what he's done.
I'll just do it. I highly recommend nominate Gerald right now for the position.
I second.
Okay, it's been moved and second, all in favor. I don't get to vote, but it sounds like a good idea. We're surprised. Would we like to say something? No, we wouldn't. We know the deacon has lots to say.
Gerald, if you don't mind, push the power button on there.
There we go. It's been a pretty good journey. I remember in 2018 when I was approached by Mr. Eggestein about coming on board the city and to try to help get our streets turned in the right direction, and put a lot of thought into it. I always include my wife because we're one,
That's it.
and I don't need to be divided
Yes.
in my own household. And she thought it was a great idea. I thought it was a great opportunity to give back to my city, where I was raised up at, where I graduated from. And when Mr. Eggestein called me in about a week or so ago and asked me if I would be interested, I told him that I would, because I seen another opportunity to help my city. Matter of fact, the words I spoke was, I would hate to see us go backwards, and I'm able to assist our city. So I took it as a challenge. No, let me revert that. I took it as an opportunity to make our city better, to help grow our city, and to help our city be as one. So I thank you for the opportunity. I promise you I won't fail you, because whatever I take in hand to do, I give it my earnest shot. And if I feel that I couldn't or can't do, Mr. Eggestein will be the first to know. But I don't see that happening. I think that anything that's put before me, that I may have to look at it a little bit, but I can figure it out and make sure that it's done right. So again, I say thank you for the opportunity to serve as our new public director.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good job. You can leave it up. All right.
This will leave the position of operations superintendent, we'll leave that vacant. It's not budgeted for at this time. We did post, and we're currently in the posting period for a water supervisor to help move up and fill that and backfill that position. We will also leave his project manager position vacant.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Council.
And we're so proud to have you. It brings us
Amen.
to item 3, award bid for TXCDBG contract number CDV21-0080, which is MLK Street improvements.
Mayor and Council, we have Mr. Thurber with KSA here. We've posted the bids. We did receive one bid. The bid that we did receive was from our local contractor, Crockett Construction. Did not receive any others. We have the bid tabulation in your packets, as well as KSA's recommendation that we award the bid to Crockett Construction. If y'all have any questions, he or I can.
I do. Okay, what's our standings on Fifth Street right now?
We have a meeting called for October the 19th at 2 p.m. here at City Hall with the bonding companies of the engineers, the geotechnical groups, as well as the prime contractor and subcontractors. The subcontractor being Crockett Construction. It's under the prime contract of Terry Black Construction.
Okay.
We have their full commitment that it will be addressed and that it will be fixed.
It's not yet, and it's been how long?
It's been a while. It's been a little over a year.
So,
Our best guess is we hope we can have it fixed by spring.
spring? That's
'Cause that's what
That's
I want.
unacceptable. Spring? No. I think we need to go out for bids again. It's been too long. That street needs to be fixed. We paid a lot of money for that. Needs to be fixed. So, I knew this was coming.
Yeah. We have bonding companies over the work to ensure that the work is covered, the quality of the construction, the quality of the materials. The bonding companies will ultimately, between them, the engineers, the contractors involved.
We have a business right down the road. It's very good business. It's suffering right now because that road's not open. So, I don't know whose fight it is, but they need to settle it and get the road fixed. So,
Okay, in turn,
We'd like to let it happen as quickly as possible, Mayor.
spring's not quick as possible.
Well, when you have insurance companies involved and everything like that,
Yeah.
it causes issues. We have had studies done. We've identified what we think the culprit is. We've had naturally occurring sulfates in the soil.
Okay?
We've had 3 reports.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, we had the original report, we had a supplemental report. We hired a third party firm, Terracon, which is a nationwide firm, and they confirmed what the supplemental did. But Crockett is not known to have these naturally occurring sulfates. I built the streets.
If we had the soil samples done, we didn't see that before.
No, it was not, the sulfate was not there, it wasn't tested
Sulfate wasn't tested.
because of the history of the city and the streets that we built.
but given the time that it took, that's basically about how long it took to get the street done originally when it was done, when all of the, I mean, as fast as we would like things done, if it was something that we could control, that wasn't tied to the bonding companies, wasn't tied to the insurance, wasn't tied to the we're just going back to square one for a section of that street. And whether we bring in another person or bring in another set of bids, it's still gonna run probably that time frame, because the time frame isn't ours to control.
It would be nice just to go fix that spot until they get
Well, I mean,
the situation worked out. Fix the spot, and then where people can drive on it. But it hasn't even been thought about.
but to fix a spot and the problem hasn't been addressed. I mean, the whole section is really messed up. It's not just a spot. It is a significant, that it would just be a repeat job, an exercise. You're gonna have to block it off again and start back over. And it did take a time to dig all that stuff out.
What's it been,
Huh?
6 months?
Since it,
6 months.
I mean, we've just put, I mean, since we put it on the table, I was saying that from the time that they did it from square one.
Since they've done it, 6
Okay.
months?
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Don't
It
quote
was
me on that.
sometime this spring. I have the,
I don't
at
have
the,
the
our
date.
last council meeting, or the council meeting before, I gave a little update, on the timeline of that street when we finished it, or when it was,
I think it's August 22.
yeah. So it's been,
And we started,
August of
things happened, we got the contract back, still some drawings, and some
When the street was finished.
and then by December or so of that year, within about 3 to 4 months is when it started really falling back, you know, the damage began to occur.
6 months.
The work's been done a year, over a year and a half, and then
Longer
about,
than 6 months.
right, and then about 6 months later is when all the damage started
Okay.
coming to the surface, and those wheels started turning.
it's continuing to get worse every day.
We,
All I know
we
is
did
it needs to be
test.
So
fixed.
the material that's causing that problem is, the bottom line's gotta be removed and replaced
Nice.
with good material. That's where we are. I'm hoping that this meeting, this coming, the 19th, will be productive, and we can have something a little bit more clear that we can bring to you.
So what's the holdup right now?
The bonding.
What's the
companies.
holdup?
I think it's just a process.
Process, or
Well,
whose fault?
I don't
Is
know.
that what we're going after? Whose fault, or the,
Well, we're all on the share and the responsibility to fix the street, I can tell you that, but the city is not going to share.
okay?
It's not the city.
But the city's suffering right now.
That's correct. I
Yeah.
can't deny that.
We did MLK, as well as all of our state infrastructure banking company streets that we've selected to do. All of those have been surveyed for that
Particular
For
problem.
that,
Oh, well, that's good.
sulfate problem.
So,
And so that's when the designs are put together for all those streets, that's taken into account. This being the first time they ran into it, that was not taken into account. So it's the process of finding the share of the responsibility, who owns what percentage of the responsibility.
So there wasn't originally the soil sample, or.
There was.
But
It's essentially a,
this sulfate then, it's just a natural occurring thing that can happen, is that?
yes. This first occurred in the Dallas area when we first started building Interstate 30. 2000.
So you can't recognize it in a soil sample?
Well, you can if you test for it, but, you know.
So will we be testing for it from now on?
Absolutely.
But if they would have checked with the state of Texas before, this street has always been a problem with the highway department. It's always been a problem. They fix that street and then there's problems. So we should have
we've identified, now we really believe we've identified why it's historically been a problem.
Reports on the project. The geotechnical report give us the information we needed to stabilize the material, but there was, the sulfate was not tested because it's not been known to be in Houston County. There's a map out there that I think John's got it somewhere where it shows the state of Texas, and it shows the counties in the state of Texas that are prone to have naturally occurring sulfate. Houston County is not one of them. And as far as I know, TxDOT has not encountered sulfate. They get lots of highways in Houston County. So it was kind of an anomaly. I'm going to move the forward. Emergency voters get fixed as quickly as possible.
You know, with,
This has no bearing on our new company that's coming in.
no, I just said with the things in progress, to start back over all again, we're still gonna extend out the length, and we still won't be guaranteed that it's gonna be done any more rapidly, even if we start from scratch. I said, right now, we have identified the problem, we have identified what needs to happen next, and we're on a schedule to go forward. And I just think that to start all over, we're gonna have to go through the same process, and we still won't be guaranteed that it's gonna be any quicker. Simply because of the number of bids that we had. Even when we went back out and bid it, it was opened up the first time. People are afraid to clean up somebody's problem. And I mean, you see it repeatedly, that if it's already messed up, and that's a horrible thing to call it, but it is. Other people don't like to come in and keep trying to re-clean it. And that's why, I'm sure that's why we didn't get a lot of bids on it, because of the existing condition. So,
This is a CDBG grant for MLK that we applied for in 2021, and truthfully, we had assumed that we were not going to. They've already rolled into 2023 every 2 years. They've rolled out new funding. So since we did not get approved for this grant in 2021, we went and put it towards, we put MLK into the State Infrastructure Bank program to be funded through them, because we did not get funded through the CDBG. After we'd already applied for it, we did receive notice that CDBG had some excess funds left over, and we fell, we moved up into the funding and got this funding. That being said, it being a 2021 grant, there is a timeline for receiving the funds and getting the work done. And I don't have an answer about how long we can push it.
keep pushing it back.
The MLK is a separate project from the EDA project for fixing 5th Street and 4th Street.
But the remaining portions of MLK will be addressed with SID money. Basically, we have two schedules set up. The first schedule was from 500 feet inside the loop, and that's where all the bar ditch construction was, and that was like 1,500 feet. Then we start there roughly around Soul Score, and then continue getting kind of east to Young Street, and that's where the curb and gutter section. So Schedule 2 covers the curb and gutter section, and we're going to redo that. And that amount of money on that was $293,000. We have $309,500 available, so we're under that as far as Schedule 2. But since I made the estimate 2.5 years ago, cement has doubled in price. Asphalt's gone from $19 a square yard to $30 a square yard.
Dang.
And it's, so we're experiencing some extremely high prices as related to cement and asphalt type materials. I run into the same thing in Sabalo, where I did roughly $3 million worth of streets. Just recently, we're starting construction on that today. same problem there. Like I said, it's $366 a ton was what the bid was, for this project. And we estimated in 2021 $160 a ton. So, you know, when you get prices like that, price increases like that, it greatly affects how much work that we can accomplish.
Okay.
But Crockett is a local contractor here, has done a lot of work in these parts for many years. And so, unfortunately, we didn't have one bidder on the project. Normally I have a bidder out of Nacogdoches, Drury Construction, that would bid it, but he did not bid it this time.
Okay.
Even though, I guess it's not a good summary of it, we don't want to hurt any business, but it is a local business that's also gonna kind of benefit from this, from working with the local contractor also.
I think so.
And I mean, and maybe it will be a little quicker simply because of the location of the contractor. But anyway, at this point,
Well, on
council,
this contract, he would be the prime contractor, not a subcontractor like Fifth Street was. Fifth Street, he worked under Terry Black Construction as for specific, and he did not do all of that street. They hired multiple contractors to do the work of Fifth Street. He did just portions of that project. So he was not the only one involved in the Fifth Street project.
That was a multifaceted project, including cable and including
Water lines and,
lines and stuff.
I don't care who did it.
okay.
It needs to be fixed as soon as possible.
And that's what we're
So-
going for.
I mean,
Yeah, I understand what you're saying, yeah.
it's been too long.
Yeah.
It's been too long. I don't care who did it. It needs to be fixed.
Sounds like a plan.
So,
Who was starting something? Was here? Oh, I keep hearing, oh, I thought that was McQueen there. It wasn't. Oh, it wasn't you.
it's been paid for. It needs to be fixed.
I agree.
So if we do award the bid, we'll award the bid tonight, and won't be nothing else awarded until that street gets fixed.
What
If
else?
my concern, I mean, if I have anything to do with it.
Okay,
So
but,
it's been too long. It's been
Okay.
too long.
all right, anybody else have comments? No. Okay, can we get a motion?
I make a motion to award the bid to Crockett Construction for the MLK Street improvements.
Get a second?
A second.
It's been moved in second, all in favor? Motion carries. Thank you.
thank you, council.
I guess I'm about to give up my glasses in a minute, but I'll.
Glasses.
I can't see nothing.
Item number 4, consider and approve a resolution nominating candidates to fill positions for the Board of Directors for the Houston County Appraiser District at the upcoming election.
Mayor and council, the appraisal district provides opportunity up through October 15th to nominate board members for the appraisal district board. We get up to 5. We get 1 to 5 nominations. On your screens and in your packets, we have the current positions that are open, including 1 open position. When those nominations are brought in, we will later have a vote, depending on our total amount of collection is how many voting credits that we get, and it's assigned to each taxing entity to be able to vote their power to show who, or to vote who represents their districts. We currently have Red Kitchen, Kathy Calvert. Veronica Smith is appointed by her position as the tax appraiser for the county. She sits on that board. And then they have a total of 6 other positions.
Okay, so this is just for the nomination.
Council can nominate 1 to 5 members, either of current sitting members or any new members. This resolution here is where we will place those positions 1 through 5 and return it to the appraisal district.
Do we do it all as an entity, or does everyone do individually, or do we?
If any council member has recommendations to add, where there is 1 open position, and you can choose any of the current sitting members to continue sitting on there and or change any of those out. They'll receive 1 to 5 nominations from us.
Okay. Should we take all our 5 then? Can we come up with 5 nominations? Always take,
I nominate Veronica Smith. Yeah.
She by her position
Well,
as an elected
automatically.
official doesn't require a nomination.
okay, so
Okay.
is it 1, 2,
She'll
3,
continue on that position as long as she's
So that only leaves,
sitting
I'm sorry.
Okay, so. I
It's
nominate-
5 on this list that are existing and.
outside of Veronica Smith, and
Okay.
there's 1 open. So you have Kathy Calvert here in Crockett, Red Kitchen that lives here in Crockett.
Tommy
Todd-
Lundy lives in Austonio.
Tommy lives in Austonia, Brandon, Grapeland, and Todd English in Kennard. So if you wanted to vote for nominating Red Kitchen, Kathy Calvert, and any additional, you could do it that way as well.
So we could, oh, so
Can I
all of them.
nominate,
An
Red
addition-
Kitchen
Yes, Red Kitchen,
and Tommy Lundy?
Okay,
I nominate Kathy Calvert.
okay, it's 1, 2, 3. We're gonna get the other 2.
we got 2 more if council wants to.
They were on the board, evidently they work well together.
I'll nominate Brandon Bridges.
Okay. Got 1 more?
I nominate Todd English.
Okay, well,
And we have Red Kitchen from Crockett as well.
okay, so that's
I think-
1,
I
2,
did.
3. He did
I
red.
nominated Red.
Red? Yeah.
Okay.
So with the exception of Veronica Smith,
that's
who
our
is our,
full 5.
so all our 5 would go. Okay, so now can we get a motion? We nominate?
I make a motion to approve the resolution for nominating the candidates to fill the position for the Board of Directors for the Houston County Appraisal District.
I second.
Okay, moved in second, all in favor? Motion carries. Okay. Bring us to item number 5. Consider an approved payment of invoices from Crockett Economic Industrial Development Corporation. They've been passed around. I feel really bad. Well, I gotta have these glasses to read the next one. I don't feel that bad.
You want to do yours, and
Yeah.
you want to look at it, and we'll have Councilman Ivy look at them as well, and then we can share the glasses back to Mr. Marsh.
I'm gonna give them while they're looking, you can look, and I'll run to my car and get mine. I got some in my office, but it's easy to get them out of my car. I feel it.
I mean, if you could, mine's 200 if you can see, we can share.
Oh, I got 4 pair in the car, 2 in the office. I'm not gonna laugh, I just never been.
You're welcome.
That was funny.
September 7th.
Some of those have already been prepared with checks, and a few of them are recent invoices that we've received where checks have not been prepared yet.
Okay. Okay, that's good. I didn't get to make that.
Does that work?
Hurry up, Mike.
Everything happened while I'm at work.
Yours is Okay, everyone has an opportunity has had an opportunity to check the bills. Can we get a motion?
I make a motion to approve the payment of invoices.
Second.
It's been moved in second. All in favor? Motion carries. At this time, I'll read it and then we open the public hearing, right? Public hearing for a tax abatement and incentive agreement by and between the City of Crockett of Houston County, Texas, and South Vision LLC, a Texas limited liability company, and authorizing the mayor to execute the agreement. The name of the property owner and application for the agreement is South Vision LLC. The name of the proposed reinvestment zone in which the property is subject to the agreement will be located is Reinvestment Zone Number 1 of the City of Crockett, Texas, which was adopted by Ordinance 083-23 of the City Council on August 21st, 2023. The agreement includes creating new primary jobs with a total annual salary amount of $250,000 within 36 months of this agreement, and improvements to an approximately 1,800 square feet building to be used primarily for offices, and approximately 3,500 square feet building to be used for manufacturing, warehousing, distribution. The estimated costs of the improvements are $250,000. Open it. We're officially open. Would anyone from the floor like to have a word on it before we go into it? Yes, you may.
This is the property over here, where the messenger building is, and the little building about what Edward Jones used to be there or something.
Correct.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Anybody else?
Okay, close it, I guess.
Okay, if there are no other comments, we're about to close. Anybody else? Okay, well, we're closing the hearing. Officially closed. Brings us to item number 7. Consider and approve a tax abatement and incentive agreement by and between the City of Crockett, Houston County, Texas, and South Vision LLC, a Texas liability company, and authorizing the mayor to execute the agreement. The name of the property owner and application for the agreement is the South Vision LLC. The name of their proposed reinvestment zone in which the property subject to the agreement will be located is Reinvestment Zone Number 1 of the City of Crockett, Texas, which was adopted by Ordinance 083-23 of the City Council on August 21st, 2023. The agreement includes creating new primary jobs with a total annual salary amount of $250,000 within 36 months of the agreement, and improvements to an approximately 1,800 square feet building to be used primarily for offices, and approximately 3,500 square feet building to be used for manufacturing, warehousing, distribution. The estimated costs of the improvement are $250,000. Council?
I make a motion, we approve the tax abatement.
Second.
Okay, it's been moved in second. All in favor? Motion carries.
Mayor and council and public, for us moving forward with this. Dr. McCall is out of the state. We have the county's portion of this agreement will be on their 24th. They're meeting on the 24th of October. This agreement will be post dated for the 24th to coincide with their meeting. Shortly thereafter, we are currently making plans for a open house ceremony where the public can go in and visit. We do want to show, they've been working on it consistently over the last couple of months, and so as soon as it gets to the point to where they're open enough to where they can show their warehousing and their workstations, they've already been working on that significantly. As council got the economic impact data, their proposal is for 23 jobs over the course of their 10-year impact study. For the purposes of our agreement, they're committing to 10 jobs, and will be at 10 jobs within the first 36 months. They will accrue up to the 10 job requirement. This is for those that weren't here earlier during our earlier discussions, this is a headquarters and manufacturing facility for patent pending state-of-the-art scopes and rifles, combinations of scopes and rifles, binoculars, and other sporting optics. Pretty interesting, and I think if anybody shows up to either the open house and the ribbon cutting that we have planned, some pretty interesting state-of-the-art items that are coming our way that he feels will put Crockett on the map.
I think it's exciting. The person, and optometry is doing it, at least he should have a better understanding of what we can see and what we can't.
Yes.
So I thought that was a wonderful combination. Never think of it like that, but we're excited. It's another business on the rise.
Thank you, Council.
So, at this point, council,
Make a motion to adjourn.
Second?
it's been moved. Second, all in favor? Meeting adjourned. Nobody want to stay? Take off your shoes.
Let's go home.
Take off your shoes and. Mike, thank you so much. I couldn't have made it. I didn't know they had that much reading today. I have them everywhere. I couldn't have seen that. I had to break down and check somebody.
When you get ready to look at something,